This morning, we should also note that President Obama formally welcomes China's President Xi Jinping for his state visit to the United States. That's how busy it is. China's economy is slowing and its stock market is trying to recover after its recent meltdown. Well, we spoke with the former chairman of the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke, for this weekend's edition of Sunday Morning. He talked about China, the world's second largest economy, and if it could pose a risk to the U.S. How worried are you that China's slow growth could have lasting impact here at home on our economy?
Well, it depends, of course, on how severe the problem is. My impression of China is that it's slowing, but everyone knew it was slowing. It has to slow. It can't grow at 10% a year forever. I think their biggest challenge, though, is to make the transition from an economy based on heavy industry, based on infrastructure and exports, from that kind of economy to a more westernized style economy with a more diverse set of industries.
What do you think is the biggest threat to our current recovery?
Well, it's proceeding pretty well at this point. I think that the biggest threat would probably be international developments, because we're seeing outside the United States, the global economy is not particularly strong. You're seeing relatively slow growth in other industrial countries and some problems in some emerging markets, not just China, but Brazil and Russia and others. So I would say that the international environment is probably the biggest risk factor.
It's interesting to hear Bernanke's take on China and our economy and sort of what's next.
I bet he's glad he doesn't have to worry about all this anymore.
That's in the piece, too. He was glad he didn't have to make that decision about interest rates. All right, this weekend on Sunday Morning, Bernanke talks about why no one, including him, saw the U.S. financial meltdown coming, plus what he learned from his own family about the Great Depression. That's Sunday right here on CBS.